Welcome to a beautiful night here in Oregon, Wisconsin, and welcome to Huntoon Field for tonight's matchup between the Oregon Panthers and the New Berlin Eisenhower Lions. I'm Hayden Lohrentz bringing you tonight's action, and we'll get into our sponsors. This exclusive OCA Media broadcast of Panther Soccer is brought to you in partnership with your local employee-owned Hy-Vee grocery store, the Village of Oregon, a great place to live, work, and play. The Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community. The Oregon Athletic Booster Club, doing great things for all Panther sports. Your membership dues directly support our student athletes. Consider becoming a booster today. One Community Bank, feel good banking. The Oregon Area Community Coalition, helping youth thrive. Visit us at OregonAreaCares.org. And by Wisco Industries, your trusted neighbors for generations. Toro Horse Insurance, insuring Oregon and all of Wisconsin. Panther Exteriors, Shackelford Heating and Cooling, and by Stoughton Health. Well, this is a great matchup tonight. Really excited for this one. The Oregon Panthers coming into this game 5-2. Same with the New Berlin Eisenhower Lions. Both teams 5-2, looking to get their sixth win tonight. And this game is always a fun one, always a very close match. I believe every year I've seen them play, it's always been a one-goal difference if there's been a winner. And yeah, both teams very strong, obviously having pretty solid winning records. And I was talking to the players before this game, and they were saying how excited they are to get this one out of the way. A little bit of nerves as well, but once they get on the field, I think they'll have a good showing. It is a memorial night for Oregon alum Matt Pearson tonight. There will be a talk before the game with the PA announcer. And in the meantime, we'll get to our lineups and the national anthem in a little bit. I'll see you then.
We are a part of something great.
Want to be a part
of something great?
The Oregon Athletic Booster Club needs your help.
It means providing student athletes with positive experiences to help them succeed on and off the court.
Make sure I have the right gear and equipment I need to succeed.
Your donation will create a lasting impact in our community.
With your donations, you will help me in achieving my goals.
We need your support. We are part of something great.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Huntoon Field for a special evening as we come together and settle in for this exciting boys soccer match. We would like to take a moment to remember and honor a beloved member of our Oregon boys soccer family. Tonight's game is more than just a competition. It is a tribute to the life and legacy of Matt Pearson, a 2017 Oregon high school grad. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we invite all who knew Matt in any way to please join us at half field for our memorial tribute. Family, friends, neighbors, community members, don't be shy, please come forward. Let's have a large group gathered in front of the grandstand in show of support for each other. Matt Pearson was a shining star in the world of Oregon high school athletics, known for his exceptional skill, dedication, and incredible work ethic. His passion for competing and his commitment to being his best left a lasting impression on all who knew him. Not only was Matt skilled at pushing you to work harder, Somehow, he could make you laugh all the while. For those who knew Matt, you know you could always count on him for some light-hearted energy to get you to smile. After high school, Matt went to UW-Madison and continued to be active with sports while fostering new friendships. He stayed on top of his studies, worked towards a degree in actuarial science. The experiences and stories from friends and family are endlessly entertaining and filled with lots of love. Tragically, Matt faced struggles that were not always visible to those around him. And despite his bravery and the love surrounding him, in 2020, his struggles ultimately proved overwhelming. Matt's life, marked by both joy and struggle, reminds us that behind every smile, there may exist unseen battles. It is our hope that by sharing Matt's story and honoring his life, we can encourage open conversations about mental health and create a community where no one feels alone in their struggles. Tonight, as we showcase the new record board dedicated in Matt's honor, we also wish to acknowledge the importance of mental health awareness and the need for continued support in this area for young adults. Please take a moment now to give a hug or squeeze the hand of someone next to you. The new Matt Pearson Memorial Oregon High School Soccer Record Board, permanently mounted next to the concession stand, will serve not only as a representation of the remarkable achievements by Oregon High School soccer, but also as a symbol of our collective commitment to supporting one another in Matt's honor. So as you stop by to look at the record board, remember the joy that Matt brought to our lives, both as a player and as a friend. And share that joy with those around you to continue his legacy by reaching out, offering support, and being mindful of others who struggle. In Matt's honor, let us commit to supporting one another with the same care and understanding that Matt showed to all those around him. To the Pearson family, friends, and community members here to help us celebrate Matt, we appreciate your continued support as a member of the Oregon High School soccer family. To Mary, Guy, and Megan, thank you for your help in making this record board happen. We are blessed to be able to showcase the new record board as a tribute to Matt and celebrate him on this special night. During tonight's game, we carry Matt's spirit with us. His memory inspires us to play and cheer with the same passion and energy that he displayed to others throughout his life. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, let us now observe a moment of silence to honor Matt and reflect on his impact. Thank you. The Pearson family would like to thank the many contributors to the Matt Pearson Memorial Fund, the Oregon High School boys and girls soccer teams, Coach May and Coach Mitchell for coordinating the design and development of the record board, and Athletic Director Brittany Spencer Grant for her administrative support to make this event happen. And thank you for all those who came here tonight to honor the legacy of Matt Pearson.
Hey, boys, look at that.
This exclusive OCA Media broadcast of Panther Sports is brought to you in partnership with your local employee-owned Hy-Vee grocery store, the Oregon Athletic Booster Club, doing great things for all Panther sports. Your membership dues directly support our student athletes. Consider becoming a booster today. One Community Bank, Feel Good Banking. The Oregon Area Community Coalition. Parenting teens is hard. We're here to help. Oregon Cares. And Torhorst Insurance, insuring Oregon and all of Wisconsin. We'd also like to thank Panther Exteriors, Wisco Industries, Shackelford Heating and Cooling, Stoughton Health, J.L. Richards Prime Meats and Catering, the Village of Oregon, a great place to live, work, and play, and the Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community. Panther Sports broadcasts are made available free with the support of our local sponsors. Please join our fine family of supporters and help us continue to provide this service to our community. Contact Paul at ocamedia.com for more information. OCA Media, your home for Panther Sports.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Oregon High School and Huntoon Field for tonight's boys non-conference soccer matchup between the Lions of New Berlin Eisenhower and your Oregon Panthers. New Berlin Eisenhower High School, Oregon High School, and the WIAA require good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators at education-based interscholastic events. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, sexist, or ethnic comments or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of competition. On behalf of Director of Athletics, Brittany Spencer Grant, good luck to all coaches and competitors. We hope everyone will enjoy tonight's event in the spirit of positive sportsmanship. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, to honor America, would you please rise, remove your hats, and join in singing our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, here are tonight's starting lineups for the Lions of New Berlin Eisenhower. At midfielder, a junior number 2, Cole Klebenstein. At midfielder, a junior number 3, Will Newman. At forward, a junior number 5, Milan Jovovic. At midfielder, a junior number 6, Mason Warzella. At forward, a junior number 8, Javarin Love. At forward, a senior number 9, Cole Pleka. At defender, a senior number 11, Hayden Ryan. At defender, a junior number 12, Matt Fleming. At defender, a freshman number 17, Brett Gonzalez. At defender, a junior number 25, Juan Gazo Briquette. And in goal, a sophomore, number 0, Parker Peterson. The Lions are coached by Sean Hernandez. Ladies and gentlemen, now for your Oregon Panthers! Starting at forward, a senior number 2, Carson Stebbins. At forward, a junior number 4, Drew Yachman. At midfielder, a senior number 5, Federico Mariani. At defender, a senior number 6, Chris Carcano. Starting at forward, a junior number 13, Tyler Keogh. At midfielder, a junior number 14, Matt Holker. Starting at defender, a senior number 16, Keegan Graham. At midfielder, a senior number 17, Liam Holtzen. At defender, a senior number 18, Alexander Seitz. At defender, a senior number 21, Jacob Yeager. And in goal, a senior number 0, Noah Hansen. Your Panthers are coached by Chris Mitchell and assisted by Kevin May.
Welcome back to tonight's soccer match between the Oregon Panthers and the New Berlin Eisenhower Lions. Once again, I'm Hayden Lohrentz bringing you tonight's action, and it is a perfect night for some high school soccer. This match, been looking forward to this one all week. The Lions and the Panthers have a pretty good history playing against each other. Every time they play that I've seen, they've been within at least one goal of each other, going either way. And both teams coming into this game 5-2. It's the game to get the 6th win for either side tonight, and should be pretty exciting. Jeff not able to make it, so I'll be solo commentary tonight, as we will bring you the action in a little bit. Oregon getting their last win. It was Tuesday night against the Milton Redhawks. They won that game 6-0. Very good, confident win for the Panthers as they look to continue their winning streak, currently on a 5-game winning streak. Started off 0-2, playing against Madison West and Madison East, both top 5 teams currently in Division I. Oregon sitting at number 10 in the Division I rankings for Wisconsin. New Berlin Eisenhower are I believe still a D3 team. If I'm wrong about that, I apologize, but still, no matter what division they're in, they always are great competition every single year, and so this game will be very close, and I know both teams will be in a very high fighting spirit for tonight's match. As the Panthers huddle up and the Lions await. The Lions will kick off. They are in their away white going right to left on the screen, and the Panthers are in their home orange going left to right. As the Panthers break the huddle, this match will get underway. And here we go, the match of the 5-2 teams. Both sides looking for their 6th win of the season as Alex Seitz heads that one up to Federico Mariani. Mariani on the ball, looking for the center, goes to Holker. Holker looking for his option, sends it out to Yachman. Yachman sending it back over to Carcano. Carcano gonna buy some time, send it to Seitz. Now over to Cram. Cram gonna look for his option, sends it to the outside over to Yeager. Yeager gonna send that one back in. Over to Mariani. Mariani gonna give that one away. Holton, good challenge there, but gives it back to the Lions, and they will send it over to Noah Hansen, the goalkeeper for the Panthers, for a goal kick. The New Berlin Eisenhower Lions having a 4.0 goal per game percentage, and the Panthers having a 2.7. Both teams have a very high number if you're looking at results, and that ball sailed over as Carcano slipped, and it will be a Lion throw-in. That one thrown in by number 17. That's Brett Gonzalez for the Lions, as goes back out and will be a Panther throw. Here comes Carcano. Send it over to Keogh. Keogh with a touch. Yachman tries to set that through, gets it through over to Mariani. Mariani looking for options, sends it to the center over to Holker. Good sliding challenge by a Lion defender. Holton sends it over to Stebbins. Stebbins going to look to take a touch. Goes to the inside, going to look to shoot, but is blocked away. Good opportunities for the Panthers so far, as they always look to score early. 3 of their games this season, they've scored in the 2nd minute, 5th minute, and 7th minute, all in different games, as they look to always score within that 10-minute mark. As the Lions on the ball now, looking to build. Holker going down. Holton puts in a challenge, gets the ball, puts in another challenge, and deflects off back to a Lion defender. As this one, Mariani looking to get that. As now it's with Keogh. Keogh tries to send a through ball to Yachman, but shot off. As Keogh continues to press, wins the ball, gets it over to Holton, and now over to Holker. Holker back to Holton. He's going to hold some time. He's going to get over to Carcano. Now over to Yachman. Yachman going to send it over to Holton. Holton holding down that midfield well. As Holton sends that one through, it was directed to Yeager, but a little bit out in front of him. Yeager applying pressure, and Keogh puts in that challenge, and that'll go out for a Lion throw. Both teams having some good opportunities already. No shots on target, but both have had at least a shot apiece. As this ball goes through over to Mariani. Mariani tries to get a center ball there, and Yachman not quite able to get there. Ball was quite out in front of him. It was a good decision by Mariani. Would have liked to see him shoot, though. He does have quite a leg on him. As the goalkeeper sends this one out, gets as far as midfield, and Carcano had that one. Now Holton on the ball over to Yachman. Actually, Holton keeps it himself. Good step by Holton as Yachman loses the ball there. And the Lions look to regain, but Holton blocks that pass. Over to Keogh. Keogh over to Yachman. Yachman looking for options, going to keep it himself. Tries to stay with the ball, but good defensive play there, but goes right back to the Panthers. As this ball with Mariani. Mariani tries to thread that one through, but no one there to claim it, and the Lion defender kicks that one out, and that will be a throw-in to the Panthers. This one going to be taken by Carcano. Good defensive play by the Lions. They're really doing a great job on shutting down all the angles possible. Same with the Panthers. The Lions haven't been able to build out of their back line yet. Holton dishes it over to Carcano. Carcano loses possession, but goes out and will be a throw into him again. That's already his 4th throw of the game. He gets this one, sends it back to Cram. Cram gets a heavy touch, and that could be dangerous as number 9, extremely fast for the Lions. That's Cole Pleka. As he's still on this one. Really doing a great job of using that speed and sight. Shuts him down before he can really have a real danger. Really dangerous opportunity there. Cram getting way too big of a touch, getting away from him.
New Berlin Eisenhower, taken by Cole Clevenstein.
Possibly thought that Cram possibly thought that he had more open space there, but that was a great challenge by, that was Pleka. As the Lions look to build again, through ball goes right to the keeper. That's in safe hands with Noah Hansen. He's going to punt this one out, tries to get it all the way up to Stebbins. Stebbins going to try and get that one, not quite able to get there, but here's Holker on the ball, sends it over to Stebbins. Stebbins going to look, see what he can do with it. Tries to go through the legs, but not quite able to get there. As Oregon gets a throw in here. Yeager with the throw. Yeager throws this one into no avail, and actually just ends up at the feet of Federico Mariani. Mistouch by a Lion player there, but all safe in the end as Yachman challenges that one. Chris Carcano steps in, gets that. As Mariani with the ball, Yachman now tries to send that midfield, but no one there. Yachman making a decision a little bit too fast as the Lions look to rebuild with Cole Clevenstein. Now over to the outside. Good attempt, a lot of speed on this New Berlin Eisenhower attack. Sights with a great header over to Holton. Holton with time. He's going to look to send that one over to Stebbins. Stebbins is on the run. He's going to look to get that one on his feet. He's got a man on his back though. Great defense by the Eisenhower defender there. Shut down Carson Stebbins. Carson Stebbins scoring 4 goals in his last game, a record for him in games as a varsity player, scoring 4 out of the 6 in their win against Milton on Tuesday, and I've never seen him play better than that. He's going to be looking to get to a rocking start today as Yachman sends it up to Keogh, back to Yachman. Yachman sends it center over to Federico Mariani. Back to over to Keogh now, over to Carcano. Over to Yachman. Now over to Holton at the midfield. He's going to look to take his man out. He's going to have one with his left foot. Great block as Federico plays that one over to Yeager. Yeager with the ball, sends it over to Stebbins. Stebbins going to look, turn on that one. Use the speed, gets a center in, and that is a deep center over to Drew Yachman. Oh my, what a chance that Carson Stebbins created there to the back post to Drew Yachman, and Drew Yachman gets a shot on target, but it's a good block by the goalkeeper of New Berlin, Eisenhower, and it's going to be a quick corner for the Panthers. Stebbins over to Holker. Holker with the ball now, could take a shot here. Oh man, that's just too much off of his foot, and that will be a goal kick. Oregon looking pretty deadly. That was a great chance, and that really could have been a great goal. That would have been under the 8th minute for the Panthers. But they look to rebuild here as Yeager sends this one up. Finds Keogh. Keogh with a good touch over Mariani. Now Stebbins overruns the ball a little bit. Mariani still applying pressure. Great job by Mariani to get that ball into safe hands. Over to Cram, now over to Yeager. Yeager sends it up to Mariani once again. Mariani tries to play the through ball to Stebbins, but it's not going to be able to get there, and will get them a throw-in, though. As the throw-in will be by Jacob Yeager. Throws this one into Stebbins. Stebbins in a 2-on-1 there, gets it over to Keogh. Now back over to Yeager. Yeager sends it to Holtzen. Holtzen looking for options. Not able to find anything, as it will be a goal kick. Heard sights on defense barking to his players saying we need to switch the field there, and I gotta agree with them. Oregon likes to stay a little bit in the same side, kind of gets collapsed on, and the Lions are doing a great job there of shutting that down, not letting the Panthers get much when they're on the same side of the field. And this through ball will be played over, but Seitz is going to send this one back to Hansen. Hansen going to clear that one of any danger. Very close. There's the ball back with the Lions here. Holtzen, great job getting that ball back over to Holtzen. Holtzen going to look for options, but controls it. Sends it back to Seitz. Seitz going to send that one up over to Holker. Holker, good ball over to Yeager. Yeager on the ball now, threads it through to Keogh. It's a great ball. It's Keogh with the ball now, sends it back to Holtzen. Holtzen over to Stebbins. Stebbins gets a little bit too big of a touch, and will be back to Holtzen, actually. Holtzen tries to send that one over the top. Almost got there as Holker comes in. He's going to take this one time. What a save, and what a shot by Mac Holker with the left foot. Peterson coming up big 2 times for the Lions, keeping them in this game. Those are some deadly opportunities by the Panthers. First was crossed in by Stebbins over to Yachman, and now that rocket of a shot by Mac Holker, as this corner will be taken by Holker as well. Have the short option. Don't know if they want to go for that. Looks like he's going to try and go deep, as there is a player watching the short option. Holker does go deep into the center. No one there. There will be another corner. Goes off of a Lion defender on the opposite corner. Oregon deadly from these corners. They like to play it short, and that's a good job by the Lions covering off that option. They already know that Oregon does a great job with those short corners, as Holker will take this one as well. Going to try and go short over to Stebbins. Stebbins going to look, sends this one in. Doesn't find anybody. A great job by Peterson there, getting out of off his line and gathering that one up. Already has 2 saves to his name. As this ball played out to midfield, only as far as Holtzen. Now over to Mariani with pressure. It's number 3, Will Newman. Getting past the Oregon, it's just the front line at the moment. Stebbins with a great steal there, gets it over to Mariani, or tries to. Mariani got out a little bit too much in front of him, as Eisenhower going to look to get that one. Good challenge in by Liam Holtzen, gets that one delayed to let some of his defenders get back, as dispossessed by Chris Carcano, and it will be a throw in for the Lions. Throw-in comes in, Holtzen there. Blocked that one, still in the Lions' possession. As the Panthers are doing a great job pressing up high, man-to-man. Holtzen again, he's on the interception game. He's going to look to find some options here. Sends it into Holker. Holker looking. Gets deflected, but lands at the feet of Keogh. Now back to Carcano. Carcano sends it in to Yachman. Yachman with a little bit of space. Look to play it over to Federico Mariani. Mariani gets ball there, as a little bit of a miss ball, and it will be a foul called on Jacob Yeager, and it will be a Lion free kick. Not so sure I believe it was just the contact there. Both players colliding into each other, and the player is down for the Lions. That is number 9, Cole Pleka. He is up on his own and walking off the field. Ball played low to the midfield. Goes past everybody and gets as far as number 8, Javerin Love. As the ball goes out, it will be a Panther throw. 14 minutes in and still scoreless, but both teams having some pretty good opportunities. Say the Panthers have had the better, but the Lions still doing a good job of pressuring when they can. A lot of interceptions in that midfield from especially Liam Holtzen, and especially the Lions are also locking down any chance that Oregon has really had. Their defense has been really quite stellar. Stebbins into Keogh. Keogh with the missed touch, not quite able to get it there, but gets it back to Holker. Holker dispossessed. Has to fight for that one. Player for the Lions overruns it, but still back with Love. Love going to send that one in. Deflects off of Seitz. Seitz going to try and re-challenge that, and Keegan Cram comes in to kick that one out. Subs will come on in, and 1 sub for the Lions. Will be a Lion throw. Some pretty good positioning here. Taking the throw will be Brett Gonzalez. Throw player wide open there. As staying with the ball, he's going to look to take a shot, but great deflection by Liam Holtzen. Mariani with pressure now on Newman. Newman sends it back as the Lions keep possession. Cram gets a little bit of a missed touch there and into the hands of Hansen for a punt up to midfield by Hansen. This one's over to Keogh. Keogh going to let this one bounce. Now challenging the ball in a 1-on-2. Doing a great job. Stays with the ball. Sends it back to Stebbins. Stebbins going to look for some options. Sends it to Holker. Stebbins back on the ball now. Tries to get the through ball. Stebbins still on the ball. Not stopping. Stebbins sends it to Mariani. Mariani not quite able to get there. Still with the ball though. Sends it over to Yachman. Yachman with the shot! And there's your first goal of the game, Drew Yachman. What a goal. Yachman with the left foot right into that corner with the assist from Federico Mariani. And that gives Oregon a 1-0 lead. That goal coming out just about the 16th minute, and Yachman gets that goal. He really had quite a bit of opportunities in the game on Tuesday, not quite able to capitalize and get one, but is able to shine in a very important game for the Panthers, and what a time to score.
Let's go, Dylan!
As some subs will come in for the Panthers, Dylan Endra is coming on. As we will resume play. And also Wesley Tanner coming back into the midfield. Ball played down the sideline. Same with Zach Bijak also coming on for the Panthers. On the ball right now. Looking for options. Sends it off a deflection of a Lion player and gets Oregon a throw. It's a very important goal from the Panthers by Drew Yachman as it gives them some more motivation and gives them the edge in this game. As I mentioned earlier, both teams 5-2 looking for their 6th win, and always a close game, so that is a very, very important goal to get early as ball played up as Drew Yachman challenging this one.
Now in for Oregon, Dylan
Yachman here with the throw.
Wesley Tanner and Zachary Bijak.
Looking for some options, not able to find them as Chris Carcano is going to take this one, sends it over to Holker. Holker back over to Yachman. Yachman going to look to take this one on his own, gets fouled and will be a free kick in quite a good space for the Panthers. This is a very good spot for a free kick taker like Mac Holker to curl this one in to a player as Liam Holtzen needing to be stretched out in midfield. Looks to be okay, just maybe had a little bit of a cramp. Is good now, up on his feet, back in the play. As Holker and Yachman talking about what they want to do here. As they play it short, over to Stebbins. Stebbins going to send that one up. In off the inside of the post, and what an unlucky shot from Carson Stebbins. Almost had the goal of his career there. Well outside the 18-yard box. Struck that one well and hit the inside of the top left corner and bounced right across the line. As the Panthers look to rebuild here again with Chris Carcano on the near side, taking this one. He's going to continue with that ball, keeps it in. Staying on the ball here. He's gonna stay with it. On his birthday, Chris Carcano, the birthday boy tonight. His sight sends that one high. Peterson lost it in the light, it seems, and we'll gather it up. But wow, what chances the Panthers have had so far. Some good opportunities, and they're really playing out of their minds right now. Tanner with a good challenge over to Holtzen now. Holtzen switches, turns around, gets it. Stebbins is going to try and make a challenge, not quite able to get a foot on that one as Bijak comes in. Andres now trying to keep that one in. Uses his shoulders there, no call, and gets a throw in. Andres back on the ball now, tries to get that one up, but not quite able to get there. Tanner now challenging. Dispossessed, his ball played up. Good block by King Cram. They're still in bounds. That's sent up by Bijak, but only as far as a line player, and he will send that one up, and that ball will go out for a goal kick to the Panthers. Noah Hansen going to look to take this one quick as he has all day. This near side, Chris Carcano with so much room. Sends it up to Yachman. Yachman also with some space here. He's going to switch fields over to Holker. Holker not quite able to read the spin. Stays with the ball though, as Stebbins on the ball. And it will be kicked out for an Oregon throw here. This one taken by Bijak. Over to Tanner. Tanner going to send this one up to Stebbins. Stebbins over to Holton, back over to Stebbins. Stebbins looking to switch field here, over to Chris. Great defensive play by number 8 on the Lions. That's Love, stopping Chris Carcano from getting his birthday goal. And it will be a corner kick for the Panthers.
Corner kick, Oregon.
As they do take it short. Back over to Stebbins now. Stebbins going to look to send that one in. Nobody back post. Holton tried to get a head on that one to keep it in, but ball goes out, and it will be a New Berlin Eisenhower goal kick as Mariani comes back in. And so does, I believe that is Kyler Keogh coming on for Carson Stebbins. Ball played up to midfield. Deflected around. Holton on the ball. Plays that back to Seitz. Seitz has plenty of space. Sends that real ball up as Yachman's going to use that speed to get up. Tries to get there in time, but isn't quite able to get there. And will win Oregon. The throw in. Yachman going to wait for Carcano to come in. Carcano clearly the throw in taker. Or Yachman's actually going to take this one. Not going to wait. Try to get that into Dilly. Not quite able to get there. As open space, Mariani. Mariani takes a shot. What a rifle. And a good save by Peterson there.
Save by Peterson.
It was a great low shot by Mariani. And Peterson did well to cover that one off.
Also in for Oregon.
Bijak on the ball now. Bijak called for a foul, and it will be a Lion free kick from just past midfield, as the Lions are going to really look to capitalize here soon. We are just a little bit past halfway into the first half. Oregon up 1-0, goal coming by Drew Yachman, if you weren't here when that happened. As Lions will set up this one, looking to go into the box, and what a great delivery here. Seitz with a good header out over to Stebbins. Stebbins going to stay with that ball, or sorry, Mariani. Mariani on that ball. Sends that one up with the outside of the foot. What a ball by Federico Mariani over to Tanner. Tanner going to send that one through to Yachman. Yachman going to use that speed as always. He's going to continue with it himself. Take a little break. He's going to look for some options. Not going to be able to find them. Staying with the ball. Eventually loses it, and Tanner tried to help out there. Not quite able to get there as ball deflects off Carcano over to Tanner now. Tanner still on the ball. Loses it. The ball is now in the midfield with the Lions. Holton with a good challenge. Not quite able to get there as ball will be shot well high. And it will be a goal kick for the Panthers. Eisenhower's challenges or attacks on the goal so far have really been quite through balls and speed. They have a lot of speed on that front line. And the Panthers doing a pretty good job so far covering that off. Carcano taking this throw now for the Yachman. As this ball is sent through, Hansen gonna have to come off his line and take that one back in his box, pick it up, and he's gonna look for some options upfield. He has a decent amount of space. Will put that upfield over to Dylan Endres. Endres off of his leg into Mariani. Mariani back with the ball, sends it over to Yachman. Yachman with a little bit of space here to work with. Sends it over to Dilly. Dilly gonna look. As it will go off of the goalkeeper and will be a goal kick for the Panthers. Or sorry, a free kick. Or a corner. My apologies, and we will get some substitutions. Stebbins coming back on for Yachman and Holker coming on for Holtzen, giving Holtzen a break. Everyone playing well for the Panthers right now. They really are looking strong, and me and Jeff were talking the last time we were on the broadcast together and how much this team gets stronger every time they play and how much better they're looking, and they're showing that already tonight against a strong team. As Holker sends this one in. High, good gather up by Peterson.
Now in for Oregon, Carson Stebbins.
As this ball will be punted up. Good punt over to midfield, over to Yeager. Yeager heads that one over to Mariani. Mariani with a little heavy touch. Back to Yeager though. Sends that one up. Tries to get it to Endres. Not quite able to get there. There's a good step in by Mariani there as Endres doesn't quite get the clue about going for that one, but still in Oregon possession with Holker now. Stebbins. Stebbins still on the ball here. He's going to look for some options. Sends it back to Yeager. Yeager with a man on him. Sends it back to Stebbins. Stebbins wide open. He's going to take that one by himself. He's going to look for some options. Sends that one across field over to Tanner. Tanner going to look. Sends that one over to Keogh. Keogh looking for some options here. Sends that one over to Stebbins. Stebbins going to look to rifle a shot with the left foot. What a save by Peterson. Keeping this game at only a 1-goal lead for the Panthers, and it will be a Panther corner kick. Anytime Stebbins gets a shot, he's taking it from outside the 18-yard box, and why not? All of his shots being on target and really a threat for the goalkeeper. Peterson having quite a night in goal already, having, I'd say, 4 saves or more. Holker sends this one in, right back to Peterson again, same as the last corner. Is Peterson looking for options? He's going to have an option here on the near side. That's number 14, but intercepted by Yeager. Lions still with the ball, though. Stebbins tries to get a slide tackle in there. Not quite able to get the ball. Endres gets the ball back to the line player. Sight's going to clear that one up to Stebbins. Stebbins going to whiff the ball. Andres on it now. Good touch. Over to Mariani, over to Stebbins, back to Mariani, but Mariani in some traffic here. Stebbins back with the ball. Looking for some options, sends it back to Yeager. Yeager gets it up to Stebbins. Going to see what Stebbins can do with it. Stebbins tripping over the ball. Tries to get that one, not quite able to get there. Good touch by an Eisenhower player there as Sight's going to challenge this one. He's going to clear that one up of any danger. And over to Mariani, back over to Holker. Holker going to switch fields over to Keogh. Keogh on the ball in a one-on-one. Going to look, sends it over to wide open Carson Stebbins. They're leaving him open. Tries to get a through ball over to Mariani, not quite able to get there. Mariani does a good job tracking back. Stebbins over to Holker. Holker going to send that one. Tried to find Mariani. Holker back on the balls. Gets that over to Tanner. Now over to Keogh. Keogh over to Bijak. Back to Keogh. Gonna send that one up to flex off Tanner though, and Carson Stebbins there to send that one back to Sights. Sights with plenty of time here. Player down for the Lions. Don't know yet who it is. Looks like he was holding his face. Couldn't quite see, but definitely feeling some pain. Sitting up now as the trainer comes over to help him up. As limping, must be a leg injury. That is, I believe, number 2, Cole Clevenstein. Both Coles for the New Berlin Eisenhower Lions going off with injuries. That's Cole Clevenstein and Cole Pleka. As play resumes with Holker here with the drop ball over to Tanner. Over to Keogh. Keogh going to look for some options. Sends that one over to Mariani. Mariani with a heavy touch, but still gets it to Holker. Holker tries to get it through ball. They're not quite able to get there. Sights with a good job coming up. Mariani over to Keogh. Keogh now over to Stebbins. Stebbins going to look for some options. Tries to get over to Holker, but passed a little bit too slow. Oregon applying pressure here. Stebbins with the pressure. Ball up. Bijak was there if there was any danger, but ball goes past as we have 10 minutes left in the half. Panthers leading 1-0. As throw-in comes from Bijak, goes past everybody and goes to Keogh. Bijak back on it, sends that one as it's a miscue, and a good step by Sights there. As ball played up and will be with Tanner now. Tanner sends that on the floor to Stebbins. Stebbins with a through ball, tries to get that to Keogh. And will be a throw-in for the Lions. So I believe they are subbing here real quick. Yep. And there will be a Lion throw-in. Here over now with some good pressure. A little deflection as Bijak on the ball now for the Panthers. Looking what he could do, sends that center over to Sights. Sights gonna then switch the field, has plenty of space with Yeager. Yeager gets a good touch. Gonna take his space. He's gonna look for some options. Has Tanner, finds him. Sends that one over to Mariani, back over to Tanner. Tanner gonna try to get an outside of the foot pass in. That's gonna be a handball on Holker. Ball bouncing up, pretty unfortunate there for him as we're gonna play it quick here. Cole Clevenstein actually not gonna play it quick. He's gonna take his time and actually leave that one for the defender, number 24, Brady Ryle. Or Riley, apologies. As he's gonna kick this one in, good kick, and it will be headed away by Bijak. Is Tanner gonna take that one and clear that one as well? Good touch by the defender there as Keogh gonna stick with this one. He's gonna keep it. Doesn't have many options, only Stebbins in front of him. Keogh looking, sends this one over to Andres. Andres takes a little bit too heavy of a touch, but stays with the Panthers. Is Keogh gonna take this one? Keep it in play, send it into the center, no one there. Keogh stays with the ball, sends it over to Stebbins. Stebbins going to control this. Going to send that one in as well over to Holker. Holker tries to get a head on target, but the header goes well wide and will be gathered up by Peterson. Peterson now. Decent kick, but only finds Panther player of Holker. Holker going to have a wide open Dylan Endres here. Dylan on the ball, going to take his time. He's going to send that one over to Mariani. Mariani with a good shot, and what a save by Parker Peterson. The sophomore coming in clutch for the Lions multiple times. Parker Peterson doing an amazing job in goal. Really keeping the Lions more in this game than some might think they should be, with the amount of shots on target the Panthers have had, as it will be a corner kick by Holker here. He's going to send this one back post over to Holton. Holton tried to get there, not quite able to get there. Holton back with the ball. Tried to send that one back, but no avail. Carcano heads that one back into play, but back to aligned players. He sends that one up over to Cram. Cram with a decent touch, a lot of spin on the ball. Going to try and keep this one in, and does. Actually, no, ball does go out, and it will be a Lion throw.
Bachelor. And in for Oregon, Drew Yorkman, Chris Carcano.
As this ball played in over to Holker. Holker over to Mariani. Mariani going to send this one up to Stebbins. Stebbins going to use that speed as Peterson stays in his net. Stebbins with a shot, but Peterson does a great job getting down quick.
Save by Peterson.
Stebbins deciding to shoot there instead of taking his time, and really wanted to rush that one, understandably so, as he had a decent opportunity one-on-one with the keeper, but intercepted by Holton. Holton dispossessed here. He got a missed touch on the ball, as will be with Clemenstein. Sends a through ball, but nobody there, as Hansen will pick that one up. Sends that one over the top to Mariani. Mariani gonna look who's on him, gets a deflection. It will be a Oregon throw, I believe, but Mariani goes down. Ball must have gotten hit in the face as he is holding. It is his face. Don't know where. Might have been hit in the eye. Nope, just holding his face, not the eye. As they're asking for the trainer here to come over.
Injured player on the field is Federico Mariani.
As the trainer will attend to Mariani. And Coach Mitchell coming out of the field to check on Mariani as well. Still down, laying down. Looks to be all right as he now is on his feet. Might have been hit in the face by a arm of a player, not quite sure. Maybe just the ball, but is up and looks to be okay visually. Is now walking to the Panther bench, and ball will be resumed with a Panther throw.
Now in for New Berlin, Eisenhower.
As Chris Carcano going to take this one as usual. Carcano has time. Team telling him to send it back to Alex Seitz. Play resumes and does send it back to Seitz. Seitz with time, going to look to send this one up Great ball up to is Keogh. Keogh gonna chest that one back to Holker. Holker gonna send that one over to Jaeger. Jaeger, great touch there. Stays with the ball. Now he's gonna look for some options. Sends it over to Tanner.
Now in for
Tanner dispossessed, and that will be a throw-in to the Panthers. Was it over? Ball back to Holker. Holker still on the ball. Does a great job. Sends it back to Stevens, back to Jaeger now. Over to Holton with a full field of space here. He's going to try and send that one through. Not quite able to get there. Keogh on the ball now. Still with it. Tanner. Now Keogh. Keogh going to look to rip a shot. Takes a deflection. Or actually doesn't take a deflection. Looked like it did from here, but will be a goal kick for the Lions.
Kick, New Berlin, Eisenhower.
Panthers doing a good job of keeping the possession on their side. And with 5 minutes left in this game, Holton slips on the ball, and good challenge by Keegan Cram there. His ball was Holker, now with Yachman. Yachman with some time, letting his players get into the box. Gonna take this one, sends it over to Tanner. Tanner not quite able to get there. Now Holton gonna take this one. Oh, well over. Holton had the chance. It was a good job by Drew Yachman setting up all that by getting a good dribble into the corner there for the Panthers, as sub will come on in for the Lions.
Goal kick, New Berlin, Eisenhower.
Ball played up to center. Jaeger there, rising highest and getting that. Great ball over to Stebbins. Stebbins going to stay with this one on the sideline. Sends this one back to Holtzen. Holtzen still on the ball here. Gonna send that to Tanner. Tanner over to Jaeger. Jaeger over to Stebbins. Stebbins gonna look for his options, gets dispossessed, but does a good job getting it back to Tanner. Now over to Holtzen. Holtzen still on the ball. Now over to Tanner. Tanner still on the ball. Good job getting that one as Yachman tries coming back for that, and that will be a Panther throw. Carcano can go quick to Tanner. Tanner does a good job getting open. Back to Tanner now. Tanner with a little bit of space. Play that to Holker. Holker building it back to Holtzen. Jaeger on the ball dispossessed, but Holtzen is going to be there. Does a great job getting that ball outside to Stebbins. Back over to Holtzen. Holtzen getting that one over to Tanner. Tanner tries to send that one in just as far as Yachman. Now over to Holker. Holker has a decent amount of space here. He's going to try and get it over to Yachman. Does so. Holker tried to get through, but isn't quite able to get there. Still gets the ball. Tries to send that one to Yachman, but goes past him. And the Lions will be building back the other way with great speed by Love. Great defensive play by Alex Seitz. He's having a great game today. Keeping the Panthers safe no matter what the challenge is. And it's going to be a throw-in to the Lions with the substitution first. Throw-in comes in, headed away by Holtzen. Now over to Yachman. Yachman with a good header of his own. He's going to send it over to Keogh. Keogh sends it over to Tanner. Tanner with a good outside of his foot shot as Stebbins tries to get it through, but what a great defensive play by the Eisenhower defender. Ball attempted to be played up by, I believe that was Cram. Now back to Jaeger. Jaeger going to shield this one as Noah Hansen picks it up, punts that one away to midfield. Keogh challenging now. Tanner applying pressure. All sent over to the outside is Jaeger now. applying pressure, gets over him, and it will be a throw in to the Panthers. Good pressure. Quick throw over to Stebbins. Stebbins tries to get that one over to Keogh, but not quite able to, as ball played up, kicked right into Stebbins, and Stebbins is going to have a blast of speed. He's going to take this one all by himself. He's going to rip a shot, but had the keeper cautious of that.
Goal kick, New Berlin, Eisenhower.
And Peterson will be let off the hook there as we near the 10-second countdown. It is different on the broadcast. And that will bring us into halftime. As we do come into halftime, I'd like to run through the sponsors. Your local employee-owned Hy-Vee grocery store, the Village of Oregon, a great place to live, work, and play. The Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community. The Oregon Athletic Booster Club, doing great things for all Panther sports. Your membership dues directly support our student athletes. Consider becoming a booster today. One Community Bank, feel good banking. The Oregon Area Community Coalition, helping youth thrive. Visit us at OregonAreaCares.org. And by Wisco Industries, your trusted neighbors for generations. Toro Horse Insurance, insuring Oregon and all of Wisconsin. Panther Exteriors, Shackelford Heating and Cooling. And by Stoughton Health. Well, ending this first half, the Panthers up 1-0 against the New Berlin Eisenhower Lions, playing really out of their minds, I'd say. They have had multiple shots on target, and Peterson is having a day in goal. Really never a dull moment for him, the Eisenhower goalkeeper. And the Panthers have really been relentless. Anytime the Lions get the ball, the Panthers do a great job of intercepting. I've mentioned Holton's name quite a few times with the interceptions. He's doing a great job of the midfield. And both sides really close match. I'd say the Lions having far less shots than the Panthers, but still keeping it competitive. And as I mentioned before, both teams 5-2, looking for their 6th win. Both very strong teams. Oregon ranked number 10 in D1, and New Berlin Eisenhower, a very strong Division III team, and I'm excited to see what this second half brings. We'll be right back with the start of the second half of Panther Soccer, only on OCA Media, your home for Panther Sports.
Taurus Insurance is our scoreboard sponsor once again for another exciting season of Panther basketball. Taurus Insurance, specializing in personal, business, and life insurance. Locally owned since 1978.
He's got nobody to catch him. He's going to go 5. Touchdown, Oregon.
Throw a touchdown up on the One Community Bank scoreboard for the Panthers. Great feet, great finish, fantastic by Addison Worth. That's on the Culver scoreboard. Welcome to Delicious.
Nice working on Torres with that left hand. Won't go. Another offensive rebound. The putback is good. Lemmy Nice, a menace on the offensive glass these last couple of possessions. Again, extending that lead to 7 on the Taurus Insurance scoreboard.
This exclusive OCA Media broadcast of Panther Sports is brought to you in partnership with your local employee-owned Hy-Vee grocery store, the Oregon Athletic Booster Club, doing great things for all Panther sports. Your membership dues directly support our student athletes. Consider becoming a booster today. One Community Bank, feel good banking. The Oregon Area Community Coalition, parenting teens is hard. We're here to help. Oregon Cares. And Toro Horse Insurance, insuring Oregon and all of Wisconsin. We'd also like to thank Panther Exteriors, Wisco Industries, Shackelford Heating and Cooling, Stoughton Health, J.L. Richards Prime Meats and Catering, the Village of Oregon, a great place to live, work, and play, and the Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community. Panther Sports broadcasts are made available free with the support of our local sponsors. Please join our fine family of supporters and help us continue to provide this service to our community. Contact Paul at ocamedia.com for more information. OCA Media, your home for Panther Sports.
The second half of this Oregon boys soccer matchup on OCA Media. It's the Oregon Panthers against the New Berlin Eisenhower Lions, and the Panthers have a 1-0 lead starting this second half. Panthers looking really strong, and they're going to look to continue. This exclusive OCA Media broadcast of Panther Soccer is brought to you in partnership with your local employee-owned Hy-Vee grocery store, the Village of Oregon, a great place to live, work, and play. The Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community. The Oregon Athletic Booster Club, doing great things for all Panther sports. Your membership dues directly support our student athletes. Consider becoming a booster today. One Community Bank, feel good banking. The Oregon Area Community Coalition, helping youth thrive. Visit us at OregonAreaCares.org. And by Wisco Industries, your trusted neighbors for generations. Toro Horse Insurance, insuring Oregon and all of Wisconsin. Panther Exteriors, Shackelford Heating and Cooling, and Stoughton Health. Well, if you haven't been with us, we've been talking a lot about it on the broadcast about how both teams in this game are 5-2 with their records with 5 wins. Both teams looking for their 6th win. And we've also talked about how Oregon looking really strong. Peterson in net for the Lions doing an amazing job keeping this game at only 1-0. I'd say it should be at least 3-0 with some of the chances that Peterson has stopped. He's doing an amazing job. As we get kicked underway, as Keogh sends it back to Holton. Holton sends this one up quick. Ball, good header by the Lion defender. This one being sent up now with Love. Love sends that one up. Cram on the defense. Goes off of Cram, and it will be a throw-in for the Lions. Love back on the ball, sends that one through. Cram there to block it, sends that one up, but isn't quite able to find anyone. Holton heading that one over to Yachman. Yachman going to look to send that one a little bit into a dangerous area as Yeager does a great job coming up and stopping that. Mariani gets dispossessed there as it will come to Carcano. Back to Stebbins. Stebbins on the ball, going to look to keep it. Actually sends it out to Carcano. Carcano going to buy some time. Sends that one to Cram. Cram going to send that one back to Hansen. Hansen on the floor, a little bit of a dangerous ball as the Lions will regain this one. Going to look to shoot. Good defensive play by Mariani. Good block by Holton as Yeager comes out and clears that one. That one's sent way far. As Yachman going to use that speed. Ball's going to be sent back to Peterson. She's going to blast that one back to center. Finds the man. As Carcano steals that one. Gets it over to Mariani. Mariani going to try and get that one through. Not quite able to. Holker deflects that. Ball sent over. As through ball here, Cram with pressure. Yachman gets a deflection, but what a great through ball as Yeager in the chase here. Going to look to get in. Yeager does a great job. Jacob Yeager on defense there. Yachman going to look to send that one to Holker. Holker on the ball. Has some time, sets that one up, gets it over to Stebbins. Stebbins going to buy some time. Send it over to Keogh. Keogh on the ball, didn't realize there was a man behind him. Back over to Stebbins. Stebbins going to look to see what he can do with this one. Going to take it with the left foot. High. Saved. What a save by Peterson again. Ball was high, just didn't have quite the height that Stebbins wanted. Did still have good height, but Peterson able to get that one, and good header by Yeager there. Or sorry, different goalkeeper in now actually. Pulowski in, my bad. Peterson had a good half, and bring up their backup keeper, also a sophomore. Both keepers for the Lions are sophomores. And Pulowski already making a good save. Ball now will be a throw in over to Mariani. Mariani over to Keogh. Back to Stebbins. Who else? He's going to look to take it with his left foot. Blast that one, but just high. Just testing this keeper, Carson Stebbins is. Keeper doesn't quite have as much height as Oregon does with their keepers, but Noah Hansen and Hans Giesaw both well above 6 foot. And Stebbins isn't afraid to take a shot. Yachman there tries to do something with it, but gets deflected. Will be a throw-in back to the Panthers. Yeager taking this throw. Throws it into Keogh. Keogh with a little bit of a soft touch. Challenges that one. Will be a Lion throw over to Cole Clevenstein. Ball cleared up as Yeager lets that one go out and will get a throw into the Panthers. Ball thrown in, and Yachman lets that one through. Almost had a great opportunity there, but ball just sails across the sideline, and it will be a Lion throw. Ball thrown in. Yeager over the top. Mariani with a great touch there. Yachman still on the ball. Tried to thread that one through the entire defense, but wasn't quite able to get there. Holtzen now on the ball, going to look to send that one back to Seitz. Seitz going to get that one up. Holker in a decent amount of space here. Gets a little bit of a rough first touch, but gets it over to Keogh nonetheless. Now Holker back on the ball, sends it over to Mariani. Mariani didn't quite get the touch he wanted there to control that. Ball now attempted to be sent through. Cram on the pressure now. He's going to look to send that one up line. Good interception by Jacob Yeager. Sends that one over to Keogh. Good pass. An interception by Yeager. Over to Holker now. Holker going to look for Keogh. Finds Keogh now over back to Holker. Holker tries to get through the legs, but can't get it to go. As the Lions back in possession, but send that one out, and it will be a Panther throw. Yeager taking this one. Looking for some options upfield. Sends it into Mariani. Mariani gets dispossessed. And will be called for a shirt pull. And that will be a foul committed by Federico Mariani. It will be a free kick for the Lions. Oregon doing a great job coming into this game strong already, or the second half. And the first half, they both started off strong. They love to come out swinging in both restarts. And that's what they're doing here today. There's a player for the Lions going to take this. Is number 25. That is Juan Gazo Briquet. He's going to take this one. Great delivery, but no one there. And Yeager going to clear that one of any danger. Mariani on the challenge. Now Holker. Holker gets that one. Doesn't get the deflection, actually, and it will be a throw into the Lions. Throw-in will be by Matt Fleming. Over the top. Good header to the center. Ball just around. Fleming plays that one into the center. Finds that was Mason Warzella. Ball goes out of play, though. Will be a Panther throw. This will be Chris Carcano taking this throw. Seitz with this one. Sends that one up over to Keogh. Keogh, it's a header to send that to the sideline, but not quite able to get there was Liam Holtzen. Ball sent in to an open player, and Mariani on the ball. Good turn. Sends that one up to Stebbins. Stebbins still on the ball. Doing a great job of staying with that one. Sends a through ball. Does get it to Yachman, but good defensive play by the Lion defender, and it will be a throw-in in a pretty good spot for the Panthers, pretty deep in New Berlin's defense. As throw-in will come in now. Panthers looking to build out. It's a little bit of a thin line they're playing on, and does get the throw-in. As ball will be played in once again. Deflections all around. Back to Stebbins. Stebbins going to look for some options. Gonna delay some time. Dish it over to Holker. Holker going to dish it over to Keogh. Keogh on the ball now. Sends that over to Yeager. Yeager going to look to possibly take a shot, but gets a little bit too heavy of a touch, and that will be still in the Panthers' possession, you could say. Ball jostling around. Over to a Lion player. Deflects off of him, and it will be a Panther throw. Stebbins does a great job winning that. Stebbins going to, looks like it's going to leave the throw for Chris Carcano, and does, and Carcano's going to look for some options. Gets that one over to Keogh. Keogh sends it over to Holker. Holker over to Yeager. Yeager going to take this one, going to look for take a shot, does take a shot. Goalkeeper deflects off of his hands, and what a great shot by Jacob Yeager, testing the keeper. And a frantic clear of the ball gets Oregon a throw in on the opposite side now. Yeager going to send that one over to Holker. Holker going to take a nice turn. Gets Oregon another throw. This one going to be taken by Yeager now. Yeager with a great throw into Stebbins. Stebbins not quite able to get there. Ball over to Keogh. Keogh going to stay with this one. Doing a great job. Gets it to the top of the box, or tries to, but is intercepted. A great interception, and using that speed. Good delay by Cram there as play still going as Keogh gets it over to Yachman. Yachman gets a good ball, and Holker's on the chase here with the ball in that corner. Gets a good ball, stays with it, gets it to the center. Nobody there, and a good clear, and there will be another throw for the Panthers. There was a player down for New Berlin. That was Milan Djokovic. Coming off the field now, looks completely okay, running off on his own. There will be a throw in for the Panthers. Jacob Yeager taking this one. Deep throw, gets it over. Stebbins not quite able to get a touch he wanted, gets a header a little bit long there. There will be a goal kick for the Lions. Oregon doing a great job of pressing. Not letting the Lions get an inch here. As you see there, there's always a player there for the Panthers to get there. It's just constant pressure and interceptions. Good job by Yeager there as ball comes over. Keogh gets the ball over to Stebbins. A great job by him. Stebbins gets that one over to Holker. Holker with some good touches. Sends that one to the outside over to Keogh. Keogh gonna have some time. Look what he can do with that. Stebbins plays it back to Keogh. Stebbins now back on the ball. He's gonna look to take a shot, and that one's well high. Stebbins trying to get these long shots to go, and they just aren't going yet. As a lot of them have been high, trying to test the keeper from everywhere he can, and that will be a goal kick to the Lions. As kick still not come in yet. Now it will. Goal kick sent out to midfield over Yeager's head. Yeager still pressing this one. And center ref overrides the AR, and it will be a throw in to the Lions. Good header by Jacob Yeager there as Holker trying to get the ball now. Holker, great interception, sends that one through over to Keogh. Keogh get touch over to Mariani. Mariani gonna look to send it over to Yachman. Yachman gets a great through ball over to Stebbins. Stebbins on the ball now with option. Stebbins! Carson Stebbins with a fantastic goal. The fake shot, and then gets it on target, and that's all he needed to do to put that one in the back of the net to give Oregon a 2-0 lead. What a game. And what a build-up. Mariani sent that one up field, and Yachman delivered a great through ball over to Stebbins. And that is Stebbins' 5th goal in 2 games for the Panthers, Tuesday and Thursday here. Nice Thursday night. As ball played in by the Lions. here, goal coming in. Carson Stebbins there as Oregon doing a great job building back out. Sites gets it to a wide open Mac Holker in that midfield. Sends that one up to Yachman. Yachman lets that one slide, and Stebbins is going to be on the chase for this one. Same with Yachman. Yachman does a great job deflecting that one. Ball will go out of play, though, and it will be a Lion throw. As Holton with this one. Now over to Yeager. Yeager sends that one up, rifles it. Deflects off of Yachman, but stays with the ball. Stebbins still on the ball. Tries to get that one through, but now over to Tanner. Tanner gets taken out, but ref calls all ball in. Play will continue. Through ball as a player falls down. Carcano on the ball now. He's going to look for Keogh. Keogh wide open. Look for some options. Sends that one over to Holker. Holker gets a little bit of a missed touch. Ball will be sent through over to Holton. Holton going to send that one back into safe. Hands with Hansen. Hansen going to clear that one up to Stebbins. Stebbins going to do a great job getting a header in there, and Yachman going to put some pressure on. Ball will go out, and that will be an Oregon throw. Yeager with free kick here. Sends it into a wide open Wesley Tanner. Tanner missed the ball there, it seemed, but regains possession and sends that over to Yachman. Yachman still with it. Yachman sends that one over to Andres. Andres, a little bit of a missed touch, but back with Holker. Holker going to look to take a shot, and a goal! Mac Holker gives Oregon their third. And that one goes just past Pawlski. Maybe got misfooted there, not quite able to get that one, and Holker with a great shot. Must have taken the keeper off guard there. And Oregon's up 3-0 just like that. Goal from Stebbins, and then right a few minutes later, I think just about 2 minutes later, from Mac Holker. Ball played up over to Yeager. Yeager going to use his knee, and that one goes out of play. Ball thrown in, goes over the head, and Holton going to look for some options here. Still on the ball. Gets some deflections, gets it over to Yeager. Yeager does a great job switching field. Blasts that ball over to Dylan Endres. Endres going to look to sprint for this one. Good defensive play there by... Couldn't quite see the number from here, but was a good play to stop Endres charging down the field. As throw-in will come by Chris Carcano as usual. Ball played in over to Yachman. Yachman looking to take that one, deflects. Ball's still over. Yachman gets pushed down, but ref calls no foul, and we'll call a handball on Keegan Cram there.
Free kick, New Berlin.
As the Lions will get a free kick. Ball sent over. Holton on it now. Holton does a great job with the challenge, gets pushed from behind, and that will be called. Way to draw a foul, Liam Holton, and it will be an Oregon free kick. Jacob Yeager taking this one. Yeager sends this one up far over to Stebbins. Stebbins gets a little bit of a missed touch, but does a great job keeping that in over to Yachman. Actually doesn't keep it in. It looked like it from here, but we do have a pretty steep angle, but will be a Lion throw. Yeager with a great interception header. We've seen that multiple times tonight. Doing a fantastic job. That ball now over to Seitz. Seitz sends that one over to Holker. Holker going to send that over to Yachman. Yachman with a give and go over to Holker, and Holker's going to try and chase that one. Not going to quite have the speed though. As good ball by the Eisenhower defender, and this ball is going to be sent over, but over to Endres. Endres over to Holtzen. Holtzen going to look for some options, sends it over to Yakman. Yakman going to take this one. He's going to keep cutting inside. Got a little bit away from him. Defender with a good touch there. Holtzen goes down. Might be down and gets back up. Might have twisted an ankle just minorly, as the ball will be kicked out by Jaeger. Holtzen back up on his feet. Looks to be running normally now, which is a good sign. And it will be a Lion throw. Throw in comes in. Sights in there, but Hansen almost lost that one. Did a great job recovering after that little mishap. And over to Carcano now. Carcano tried to get it to Tanner, but sent a little bit too much in front of him. Is pressure going to be applied now by the Panthers. Good build-up ball, gets away, and Jaeger intercepts.
Josh.
He's going to send himself, actually. He's going to stay with this one. Looks to get an option, tries to get it over to Yakman, not quite able to get there, as ball will be going the other way. Ball too high. It will be a throw into the Panthers, and there will be a substitution for the Panthers. Bijak coming back on, Federico Mariani coming back on, and Kyler Keogh coming back on.
Zachary, Bijak, and Kyler Keogh.
Bijak going to take this throw. We're going to send it over to Mariani, who has a decent amount of space. Gets a chest, tries to get that over to Holker, not quite able to get there, but Mariani does a great job tracking back, staying with the ball. Gets it over to Holker. Holker with a good pass to Tanner. Tanner gets it over to Bijak. Bijak gets a deflection ball into the midfield now with Clevenstein. Clevenstein sends that one over. Back with the ball now, actually. Pressure from behind by Mariani. A good challenge by Tanner. Gets a deflection though, and it will still be in the possession of Eisenhower as he takes a shot and right into the safe hands of Noah Hansen.
Saved by Hansen.
As we have just about 20 minutes left in this second half. Panthers with a 3-0 lead. Pretty convincing lead, I think they'd say, but they're going to want more. They always want more. They never stop and never look to be playing prevent. Mariani back to Holker, or Seitz now, over to Carcano. Carcano up to, looks like Endres. Endres going to do a great job, gets a turn, tries to get the pass, but deflected, and will be an Oregon throw-in. As Seitz calls for Bijak to come over. Oregon likes to play a formation of a 3-5-2. So they always want to keep that 3 defenders back just in case, as the Lions will make a big substitution for players here.
Now in for New Berlin, Eisenhower, Javerin Love.
Holker intercepting with a good header there as ball comes back into the hands of Kowalski.
And Cooper Bretzman.
Ball played up now. Endres intercepts that, but isn't quite able to maintain possession. Is still pressuring that. Holker also. Ball played over. Keogh applying pressure, ball played over just over Wesley Tanner, and ball will be over to Seitz, who plays a great ball over to Carson Stebbins. Stebbins with a good on the ground pass to Federico Mariani, and ball with Stebbins now. Stebbins going to stay with it. He's going to just keep that one. He's going to keep on going. He's going to look to send this one in. He's going to find, looked like Dylan Endres, but not quite able to get that one. What a great ball by Carson Stebbins to find Endres back post. Endres just not quite able to get the header flashing wide there. A great opportunity for the Panthers. They're not letting up one bit in this game. Ball played. Zbizek intercepts that one. Staying with the ball. And it will be an Oregon throw. Zbizek looking for, was going to try and go Mariani there. Thinks about it now, does go Mariani. Mariani from behind. As Cram plays over to Holker. Holker back to Sykes. Sykes with a little bit open space. Doesn't have much time, got to release that one over to Endres. Ball goes wide of Endres and will be a Lion throw. Quick throw. And the ball being possessed in midfield. Played back now. Sent over to midfield. Is Keogh pressuring that one. And pressures the defender to make a mistake and kick that one out as Holtzen comes back in, and it will be a Panther throw. Oregon being relentless. It seems like on defense, at least, whenever there's one defender that misses on the side of Oregon, another one's right there to collect. And these interceptions have really been vital, by a lot coming from Yeager and also from Holtzen. Doing a great job. Carcano tried to thread that one through, not quite able to, and it will be a Lion throw. Throw in here over to Holtzen. Holtzen on the ball. He's looking to send that one through. Tried to get it to Endres, not quite able to get there as Tanner coming in hot. Gets that one, sends it over to Keogh. Keogh, good pull back. Still with the ball, gets it over to Mariani. Gives it to Holtzen now. Holtzen going to send it out wide to Carcano with plenty of space. Sends that one back to Holtzen. Holtzen going to turn, switch fields over to Zach Bijak. Now over to Tanner, back to Bijak. Bijak going to look. He's gonna stay with the ball here. He's dispossessed finally, but took quite a bit, and Bijak still on the ball. Back to Tanner. Tanner going to look. Goes to Stebbins. Stebbins tries to get it to Bijak. Bijak a little bit misfooted there, and Bijak still on the ball, falls down and not quite able to get back up in time, and will be a Lion throw. Ball thrown in now. Comes off the head of Tanner and will be another Lion throw. Substitution waiting for the Panthers will be Kyle Rohn. Ball played, deflected off of Mariani's foot, but goes right back to a Lion player. Clears that one of any danger and sent up. Cram now. Clears that one. Good ball into Mariani. Mariani doesn't quite get that one, but still does a good job of challenging as Holtzen now. Great job by Liam Holtzen, and that one's over to Keegan Cram, and Hansen's going to clear that one all the way past midfield. Good header back. And it will be out for a throw into the Lions. Multiple substitutions now waiting for the Panthers. Ball headed, it will be another throw for the Lions off of header from Oregon. Ball tried to be played through by Seitz and does eventually get through. Federico Mariani over to Stebbins. Stebbins with a field to work with here. He's going to send a great through ball, tries to get it to Endres, but Endres doesn't have quite the speed, and it will be a corner with a substitution on the way. Kyle Rohn coming out of the field for Carson Stebbins. Saw a good amount of him in the Milton game. He did a great job of getting into great positions. He has quite a bit of speed on him, and it's nice to have a good replacement for the talent that is Carson Stebbins with all that speed. And it's be really exciting to see what he can bring to this game, his first appearance tonight. As will be Yeager on this corner. Or actually, no, not Yeager. But ball will be played to Wesley Tanner. Gets a deflection though, and it will be another corner. What a rip by Wesley Tanner on the floor.
Corner kick, Oregon. Taken by
That was,
Keogh.
ball was traveling fast. And it deflected off of a Berlin Eisenhower player. Will be another corner sent in here. Ball lifted up high. Keeper gets a hand on it to the back post. Rohn tried to get a touch on that, not quite able to. Bijak fighting for it. Rohn now tries to get something with his left foot, but ball goes high and ref calls for a stoppage of play. Looks like he will either talk to a player. Yeah, we'll be talking to a player. He's asking for the trainer. I believe there might be a injury, including a cut of some sort, as the player will be subbed off on the side of New Berlin Eisenhower. Spencer Carlson coming on for them. And coming off was Juan Gazo-Briquet. Will be a goal kick for the Lions when we resume play. This ball sent up just to midfield. Bijak on the ball now, gonna look. Ball comes off of the Lion player, and it will be a throw into the Panthers. Bijak does a good job with pressure there. Zach Bijak goes back to Cram. Cram gonna send that one through to Mariani. Mariani with a good touch, but sends that one back to Holton. Holton now over. Fetty on the ball. Federico Mariani over to Holton. Holton over to Bijak. Bijak gonna look to take it on his own. Still going. Gets fouled from behind, and it will be a free kick to the Panthers. Will be Liam Holton taking this one. He takes it quick. He's going to take a shot here. Tries to catch the keeper off guard. It was a good idea. The keeper was still maintaining a talk with his players. It was a good attempt in the end. Holton still there. Now plays a good ball over to Mariani. Mariani over to Endres. Endres still with the ball fighting. Comes out on top here. Endres on the ball, sends it over to Rohn. Rohn gonna keep it going, sends it over to Holton. Holton gonna look to send that one outside to Bijak. Bijak gonna also send that into the midfield. That's Mariani. Mariani gonna possibly look to take a touch here. He's gonna take touch left foot. Good touch and shot with the non-dominant foot. As we near 10 minutes left in this game, Panthers with a 3-0 lead. Bijak over to Rohn. Now Bijak again, still on the ball. He's gonna look to stay with it. Gets up through the player's leg. Mariani tries to get a touch, still back to Bijak. Bijak gets fouled from behind, and that will be a free kick. It'll be a free kick for the Panthers. This will be a free kick by Liam Holton. He's going to look to send this one to the box. Not many players, though, as he takes it short to Tanner. Tanner over to Keogh. Keogh looking for his options. He'll send it back to Cram. Cram going to take a ball, sends it over to Holton. Ball a little bit sent in hard as Cram does a great job falling mid-fall in to get a pass over to Bijak. Now into the center. Federico Mariani with lots and lots of space. He's going to look to send that one over to Endres. Not quite able to get there, but ball going to be played now. That is Love. The ball dispossessed and will be a throw in as Hans Kiesaw will sub out Noah Hansen and goal for the Oregon Panthers. As I said, Oregon doing getting really lucky with keepers, both seniors and both good height. So Hans Kiesaw comes in. Jackson Hoffer comes in for the Panthers. Robert Dawn comes in. And Mac Holker.
And in goal, Hans Kiesau.
As Oregon will take this throw. Andres on the ball. Sends it over to Tanner. They're going to look for some options. Sends that one back, and that will be cleared by Seitz all the way upfield. He's going to send Keogh. Keogh not quite able to get there. Ball cleared out for now. As Umhofer with some pressure here. He's going to look. As Andres on the ball. Keeps that one in. Sends it to Tanner. Tanner back. And we'll be back over to Andres. Andres taking a little bit big of a touch, but he's going to stay with the ball. Sends that up to Holker. Holker over to Umhofer, and that will go out for a corner kick to the Panthers. As 8 minutes left in this match.
Now in for Oregon, Jacob Brower.
And Jacob Brower coming back on. As this corner kick will be taken short. Now over a ball a little bit long. A little bit of a missed touch there by, I believe that was Brower. Now ball still with Holton and ball, or sorry, Roan. And ball will be controlled by Bijak. Bijak gonna look what he can do here. He's gonna maybe not take a shot. He is dominant on that left foot, so he could take a shot from there. He's gonna send it over to Robert Dawn. Dawn gonna take a big touch. Gonna keep that one in though. Gonna keep on playing, but eventually is dispossessed and falls over. Ball played long, and that will be a throw-in. It's a good opportunity for the Lions, but will be a substitution in. Keegan Cram coming off for Chris Carcano. Throw-in will be taken by Robert Dawn.
Chris Carcano.
Dawn throws this one into Andres. Andres, so Oregon another throw. Dawn throwing this one in over to Holker. Now Holker going to send this one back to Carcano. Carcano going to switch fields over to Cram. Or not Cram. Apologies. I believe that is Robert Outhouse. That ball will be played over. Roan on the ball now. Outhouse on the ball. Still Roan now. Roan tries to thread that one through, not quite able to. Now Umhofer sends this one over to Andres. Andres back to Tanner. Tanner not quite able to do much, but does get it back to Seitz, and Seitz switches fields over to Robert Dawn. Holker tries to get the give and go back to Dawn, but isn't quite able to. Throw in for the Lions, thrown in. Holker heads that one back as Brower back on the ball. Now Holker. Holker looking for some options. Gonna try and send that one through, but it's dispossessed, but deflection does go off of Clevenstein on New Berlin, and it will be a throw into the Panthers. Dawn taking this one. Holker tried to send that one up, but got dispossessed, and that will be a throw-in for Panthers again. Dawn taking this one as well. Dawn back on the ball, looking for some options, sends that one back to Carcano, but there will be a push from behind called on New Berlin, so it will be an Oregon free kick. Pretty good spot here. Under 5 minutes to go here now. Ball still played on the sideline. Can't quite see who's on the ball over there, but now Kyle Rohn tried to play that central, but not quite able to find a person there. And Seitz does a good job getting that one collected, sends it back to Dawn. Dawn with plenty of space to use. Uses all of it. Sends that one, a good ball over to Rohn. Rohn gonna see what he can do. Sends that one over to Tanner. Tanner gonna send that one through. Tanner back on the ball. Tried to get it through, the ref got in the way a little bit. Dawn sends it up, but it's intercepted and ball will be played out again. Carcano on defense here. Sends that one out of bounds. As it will be a throw in for the Lions. Player tries to keep that in. That was Milan Jokovic, and not quite able to do so. The Panthers will have a throw in. That one will be by Dawn again. Throws this one over. Goes over the head of Andres, and will be a foul committed by the Panthers, and will be a free kick in a pretty dangerous area for New Berlin.
New Berlin, Eisenhower.
Should be a pretty good opportunity to take a good shot. Gonna have Clevenstein back behind the ball here. It's pretty obviously going to be a shot. Oregon making a wall. Ball sent up and way over. That will be an Oregon goal kick. Keesaw gonna line this one up. Keesaw goes quick over to the outside, over to Seitz as Seitz sends that one up. They're gonna look to buy some time for themselves. Outhouse over to Rohn. Rohn gonna keep going. Can't quite control the ball. Ball gets past centrally. Tanner with a good interception. As Brower comes in, and a good interception by Brower has Andres open, but sends that one up to Umhofer. Jackson on the ball, sends it back to Holker. Holker gonna send that one over to Rohn. Rohn gonna see what he can do here. He's gonna try and send Umhofer, not quite able to get there, but he's gonna keep going. Ball to the midfield. Andres pressuring that one. Goes off Rohn's shoulder, or Holker's shoulder. Ball sent to the midfield again. Tanner challenging this one. Now Andres with pressure. Ball sent to the outside. Ball cleared over top, but not going to find anybody as Robert Downs is going to let that one go, and it will be a goal kick with about 40 seconds left in this game. As Keesaw tells his players to go far back, he's got a pretty good leg on him, and he's going to look to send this one as he lines up. And he goes. Sends that one deep to midfield. Brower on the ball. Isn't quite able to get there as Brower will trip a player, and Eisenhower looking to take this one quick as they're near the 10-second countdown. And Oregon are your winners tonight. The Panthers winning 3-0 over the New Berlin Eisenhower Lions. And what a game it was. What a great game that the Panthers played. And on the memorial for former alum Matt Pearson, Panthers winning in his name, and they really are playing better and better every game. Goals coming by Carson Stebbins, Drew Yachman, and Mac Holker. All three great goals, and they could have had quite more, to be honest. They were playing out of their minds, I like to say, and it's really exciting to see. We will get to our sponsors before we go. This exclusive OCA Media broadcast of Panther Soccer is brought to you in partnership with your local employee-owned Hy-Vee grocery store, the Village of Oregon, a great place to live, work, and play, the Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community, the Oregon Athletic Booster Club, doing great things for all Panther sports. Your membership dues directly support our student athletes. Consider becoming a booster today. One Community Bank, Feel Good Banking, the Oregon Area Community Coalition, helping youth thrive. Visit us at OregonAreaCares.org. And by Wisco Industries, your trusted neighbors for generations. Toro Horse Insurance, insuring Oregon and all of Wisconsin. Panther Exteriors, Shackelford Heating and Cooling, and by Stoughton Health. Very solid result for the Panthers tonight as they extend their winning streak to 6 games, 6-2 on the season now, as the Lions drop down to 5-3. And what a game it was. Knew how important it was coming in that Oregon get this done, and they sure came to play and sure got it done. And they will continue to play amazingly, to say the least. And their next match will be Saturday away at Arrowhead, a very strong Division I team ranked currently 5th in Division I rankings. Oregon sitting at number 10. They might go up a little bit with this win. As we said earlier, New Berlin Eisenhower is only Division III, so a great team for a Division III team. And a great result for the Panthers. Well, and I have been Hayden Lohrentz. I'm glad that I got to spend tonight with the game with you, and I will see you at the next home game. Have a great rest of your night.